We're back to wrap up round 1 of our On The Clock HQ mock draft. If you missed picks 110 or picks 1120, make sure to check out our channel and catch up. Now let's dive into picks 2132, where teams are looking to secure difference makers to push them over the top. Pick 21, Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers have a few key needs, but I believe they'll find their quarterback solution in free agency, likely sticking with Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, and turn their focus to adding a weapon on offense. With that in mind, they select W.R. Matthew Golden. Golden is a polished route runner with quick feet and natural separation skills. He's also reliable and can serve as the perfect complement to George Pickens, giving Pittsburgh a dangerous receiving duo. Pick 22, Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers have plenty of directions they could go. Edge rusher or wide receiver would make sense, but they decide to bolster their defensive front with DT Derek Harmon. Harmon has an explosive first step, strong pass rushing ability, and is a rock-solid tackler. While they could add another WR to pair with Ladd McConkey in free agency or a later round, Harmon fills a major need on their defensive line. Pick 23, Green Bay Packers. The Packers go defense here, selecting CB Benjamin Morrison. Morrison is fast, instinctive, and fluid in coverage, making him a perfect fit for a division where they'll have to face Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jordan Addison, and Justin Jefferson twice a year. He immediately strengthens a secondary that needs playmakers. Pick 24, Minnesota Vikings. Speaking of the Vikings, they would likely be disappointed to see Morrison off the board, but they pivot and select CB Trey Amos. Amos has great size, length, and physicality. His only real knock is that he's still developing. However, Minnesota has the coaching staff to refine his game, and he's talented enough to contribute right away. Pick 25. Houston Texans C.J. Stroud had a strong season, but struggled down the stretch, and protecting him should be Houston's top priority. That's why we have them selecting O.T. Armand Membu. Membu is strong, powerful, and technically sound at the point of attack. Having faced elite competition at Missouri, he's already battle-tested and ready to step in immediately to keep Stroud upright. Pick 26. Los Angeles Rams. With Matthew Stafford getting older and never being particularly mobile, the Rams follow Houston's lead and grab an offensive lineman, O.T. Josh Simmons. Simmons would have been a locked-in first-rounder before knee surgery ended his season in October, but if he clears medicals, he's too talented to pass up. The Rams take the chance and secure their future at left tackle. Pick 27. Baltimore Ravens. Babiyar Emeka Egbuka is the pick for the Ravens. Ohio State has become a wide receiver factory, and Egbuka is another elite prospect coming out of Columbus. He's got strong hands, crisp route running, and clutch playmaking ability. He's exactly the type of receiver Lamar Jackson can rely on in critical moments. Pick 28. Detroit Lions. The Lions strengthen their defensive front with DT Walter Nolan. At just 21, Nolan is already a freakish athlete with size, speed, and power, and he's nowhere near his ceiling yet. He's the kind of player that can take their defensive line to another level. Pick 29. Washington Commanders. While the Commanders may pursue a veteran WR like DK Metcalf in free agency, they use their first-round pick to add firepower to their pass rush, selecting edge Nick Scorton. Scorton is intelligent, highly skilled, and only 20 years old, making him a long-term building block for Dan Quinn's defense. Washington gets a player with elite tools who can cause havoc for years to come. Pick 30. Buffalo Bills. The Bills select the first safety off the board, taking Malachi Starks out of Georgia. A 3-year starter, Starks is versatile, rangy, and has a large catch radius, making him a perfect fit for Buffalo's secondary. Pick 31. Kansas City Chiefs. Cameron Williams is the pick here for the Super Bowl contenders. Even with Patrick Mahomes' escapability, the Super Bowl proved he still needs better protection. At 6'5", 335 pounds, Williams is a massive presence up front, and while he's still developing, he can immediately boost the run game and take some pressure off Mahomes. Pick 32. Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles close out round 1 by selecting LB Jihad Campbell out of Alabama. If there's one word to describe Campbell, it's disruptive. He's athletic, explosive, and powerful, and while the Eagles don't blitz often, Campbell is versatile enough to make an immediate impact in multiple roles. That's a wrap on our On The Clock HQ 2025 Round 1 mock draft. What do you think of these picks? Agree? Disagree? Who did we miss? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more NFL draft content. And as always, Visit OnTheClockHQ.com for full draft analysis, player rankings, and more.